Uh, whew, what is up, everybody? I'll be honest, I am feeling it a little bit after yesterday's. I only did 2 sets of 6 reps with 500 pounds on squat, but I'm feeling it. I said it yesterday. It's been a while since I've squatted that much weight. It's been about a month. So although the sets were actually pretty comfortable and easy, and I might have had a rep or two in the tank, I'm still feeling the after effects of that session yesterday. I don't feel bad though. I won't say I feel bad, but it'll just, weight's moving a little slow. It's one of those days where I'm sure you guys have had them. The weight doesn't necessarily feel heavy, but it's just moving slow, if that makes sense. It's kind of what's going on right now. So, yeah, I figured why not give the Smith machine another run on the flat bench press. You guys already know I love it for incline. But for flat, I'm still trying to kind of find my footing, if you will, literally, on some sets. So yeah, it's just trial and error here. I'll probably work up to 4 plates again on each side. Try to do at least a couple good sets. We'll see how. I never really know how the actual working sets are gonna go really anymore until I just do one. Kind of sucks, but so yeah, we'll work up to 4 plates and kind of see what I can throw around today. Not every day is gonna be a freaking a day where you're just feeling at your best, and sometimes not even close to it. I would say today's kind of, so far, kind of in the middle. So yeah, let me throw a 25 on each side first. Actually, I'll do a rep, maybe 2 reps with it if I feel like I need to, and then we'll get into the actual first working set, I think. All right, you guys know, and for all of you that have been watching fairly consistently, I can't even talk. First of all, let me say thanks for everybody that does watch. I know there's a lot of fitness content on YouTube, so for anybody that feels like they like to watch my shit, I totally appreciate it. But again, for anybody that's been kind of watching regularly, last week was the first week where I actually started to push back up to some heavy weights again. So I'm still kind of adjusting. I think that's why I'm a little lethargic and slow today. I did that last week, and then yesterday I had 2 fairly heavy sets of squat. And if you're not used to that, and even if you are sometimes, it can wear on you. So I'm not necessarily tired or anything. Just weight's moving a little slow, if I'm being honest. It is. So yeah, I'm gonna try to just see what I can do today. I don't know, man. I'm kind of scatterbrained, if I'm being honest. I need to kind of zone in here, or it's gonna make the sets even worse. So let's do another warm up and go from there. Yeah, man, the toughest part, I think I've kind of figured out the because last week I was having trouble figuring out where to exactly lay. Sometimes on one set I was laying too far up, so I felt like I was pressing too low. And then on, I think it was the third set, or it could have been vice versa. I don't know. It doesn't really matter at this point. I was laying too low, so it felt like I was pressing in a very tight, fucking stupid position, really. So I think I somewhat have that figured out. At least I think I do. But today, or the other problem is trying, like, with this much weight, I might have to get a spotter as much as I don't want to. Not that I have anything against people spotting me. It's just, yeah, I don't like to. I know how much I value my time in the gym, so I hate to pull people away from what they're doing. But people in the gym are usually very, very cool, so it's not really a big deal. But I'm having trouble pushing the bar up because it's on a Smith machine, obviously. So you got to push it up and then unrack it. Well, when I do that, I don't like to press like this. You press like this, you're gonna lose power. You need to have a straight line, pretty much like this, like not like that, but like this. Have that straight line of power to get as much force as you can, to push as much weight as you can for as many reps. It all kind of links together like a chain. So I'm having some difficulty with that, but that weight didn't feel as bad as I was expecting. So I need to just shut up. Let's throw 4 plates on. I'll try to hype myself up. We'll see if it works. Probably not. But then we'll do the first set here. Camera straight. Good enough. Okay, it just got real. I was just like, whatever. And then when I laid down, I was like, oh, crap. Okay, it's real now. All right, like always, I'll go up on one.
All right.
This is awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
Just whatever we can do here. All right, let me try to get my wrist pretty close. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Okay. All right. Hey, thanks.
It worked.
Uh, okay. That was a little easier with the spotter. It was. uh, yeah, that was 6, which is pretty cool. That is, I did the math. This is only 370 pounds, but I'm not quite sure I've ever done 6 reps with 370. Either way, it's a PR on the Smith machine, and I was in a better position. Okay, I'll say this. I was up just a little too much, but it wasn't nearly as bad as the couple times last Monday when I was up and down too far. Not nearly as bad. So as you can tell, I did 6. And on top of that, even though I'm in a Smith machine, like if you get stuck, you can just kind of rack it wherever. But you still feel better with a spotter. So with having my buddy standing behind me, you know what I mean? Like I was just kind of like going for it. I felt better. Now it's not 100% guarantee that with a spotter something might not go wrong. It could still go wrong, even the spotter. But the guy I had standing behind me. He's been training almost as long as me. Uh, maybe actually. And the key is when you have someone spotting you, communication, most important thing. Tell them all the cues and everything that you feel like they need to know before you even get into that set. You know what I mean? Tell them, okay, I'll go up on 3, 2, 1, or however you do it. You know what I mean? Just let them know. And even like if you tell them like beforehand, like don't take the weight unless I tell you to, because sometimes, and it's not the spotter's fault, they're just trying to help. But sometimes you see someone fighting, having a tough rep, and that spotter will tend to take it too soon. When if you go back and like if they're recording, if you go back and watch it on video, you're like they probably would have had that rep if the spotter didn't touch it, you know. So that's one thing you could tell them too. Tell them beforehand, don't help me with the weight unless I say take it, or if it actually literally starts coming back down. You know what I mean? But what else can I say? Good set. Technically a PR. I'm not trying to hit PRs. Um, but you know, like I always say, I'll take it. It's fucking cool. It's a good feeling. You know, feels like you're going in the right, you're trending in the right direction when shit like that happens. I'll do at least one more set with this weight. If it goes good, maybe a third set. Who knows? 2, 1. Yep. I'm gonna try one more. Yes. You almost had to save me there. Whew. Okay. Yeah, if I didn't have a spotter on that set, I would not have went for that for that fifth rep. You know what though? When I have a spotter, I'm gonna take full advantage of it, as everybody should. So yeah, that was it's weird, dude, because the Smith machine is pretty good about. I mean, it's supposed to take the stabilizing muscles out of it, so they're a non-factor. But this, I mean, maybe you guys can see it on the videos, but if I get to going too fast for the reps, where these I don't know if you guys can see where these are fixed, this starts to shake. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about. It starts to kind of shake if I get to going too fast, too much momentum, I guess, and force. It starts to shake, and it actually makes it a little harder, which totally makes sense. You know, if something's moving like this when it's supposed to be fixed, it can kind of throw you off a little bit. No, I mean, I'm not making any excuses. I think 5 would have been all I got anyways, but that does kind of suck, you know. Uh, yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna stop there. We're just gonna do two heavy sets today. I gotta focus on my bodybuilding for the most part. You guys know this is just kind of to satisfy my hunger, if you will, for the heavy sets. You guys know that's kind of my background, and I just love to train heavy. I was talking to one of my friends the other day. If I could just get at least 2, and on the days I feel, you know, maybe a little better, 3 heavy sets in of whatever I'm training, whether it's chest, legs, back, shoulder. You guys get it. You guys get the point. If I can get at least 2 or 3 heavy sets, and then the rest of my workout is focused on, you know, good reps, getting a good stretch, but still going heavy for the rep range I'm going for, I think I'm gonna be a okay. You know, it's you know, I've said you got to find that balance of. I think what most people need to do in the gym is figure out what they need to work on the most, what their weaknesses are, and hit those hard. You know, as much as they can, or as much as they feel like they need to bring that weakness up or that imbalance up, whatever it might be. And then also pair that with still finding things that you love to do in the gym and then doing that as much as you can. You know what I mean? Because you look at it like this: if you're doing just things that you love to do in here, are you really getting better? You probably love it because you're good at it, or because you know in bodybuilding terms, maybe it's your best attribute. So you just love hitting it because you love the way it looks and you love the pump. But then if you only do things that you need to do, and a lot of times that's because people don't like that certain thing. That's why maybe it's started to fall behind in the first place. And sometimes it's just genetics, which you know that's part of it too. But if you only do things that you need to do, you can kind of start to get what's the right word? You can kind of not burn out on the gym, but start to not look forward to going to the gym because not doing anything that you love to do in here. So my advice is pair those things together and try to balance those things together as best you can. So that way you're working on what you need to, and then you're also working on things that you love to do to keep you wanting to come back. But yeah, I'm ranting again. So I'll probably pull a plate off each side. We'll go on 3 plates, do a couple sets. We might just stop there, honestly. I might only do 4 sets today of this. We'll see, though. I'll see how it feels. Ooh, what a set. Oh, fucking good set, though. Actually, I should say I kind of did make the mistake of, kind of naturally not relaxing. Obviously, you can't relax when you're fucking lifting weight, but kind of naturally not giving as much intensity for this set because I pulled a 45 off each side. So, again, and I don't care how long you've been training, 13 going on 14 years of training here, still make mistakes. So, just going from 4 plates on each side down to 3, just naturally I kind of dialed it back a little bit. That makes sense. And I think another reason for that is because I want to slow these reps down, really feel the contraction and the stretch for that bodybuilding phase and style of reps. So going from explosive, going as fast as I can with 4 plates on each side, down to this, and then also slowing the reps down, it kind of it can throw you for a loop, can kind of throw things off, and I feel like I wanted to dial it back. You know what I mean? Like I said, just focus on controlled, good reps here, but I almost went a little too far. You know what I'm saying? On how much I dialed it back. So gotta make sure I don't do that. That can be tough though, man. It can. I would say that's one of the downsides of training like this. Constantly changing the weights. But honestly, I love this way of training. Like I said, getting those heavy sets and then focusing on bodybuilding for the rest of the workout. I love it. It works for me. That's about the only bad thing I can think of in terms of training like that. So I'll take it. You know what I mean? But yeah, rest like another 30 seconds, and I'll do the next one. That last rep was very close to not going up. It was very close. You know what though? We're just gonna do 4 sets, like I said. Normally I'll do 5, but you know what? To kind of fill that gap of not doing 5, let's strip a plate off each side. We'll do a quick drop set. Why not? I actually think I'm gonna get at this point. I'm hoping at least 15 slow and controlled reps. Let's see. Oh God, a little lower. Shit. Damn. Was that 14? I think that was 14. One rep fucking shy. That's all right though. That was a good drop set. I'm not gonna complain at all. It's really not about how many reps at that point. It's just about making every rep fucking burn and making them all count. So good bench session. Let's do some accessory work. All right. Hopefully I didn't do no test run here. Hopefully I'm in the shot pretty good. But you know what? I decided again, since I'm having this little bit of inflammation, or could even be tendonitis, which basically is extreme inflammation, um, in my elbows here. I'm gonna lay off the dumbbell flies today. You guys know normally on a Monday I would be doing some pretty heavy dumbbell flies on flat and incline, sometimes even decline for lower chest, and then sometimes might do something else for lower chest. But I mean, yeah, I'd be over here on flat doing dumbbell flies with the 90-pound dumbbells. I'm not gonna do that today. We're gonna focus on just getting good fucking reps, good in a good stretch, not worry about the weight so much, and just making sure we're targeting our chest as much as possible. So give my elbows a little bit of a break. I think it'll be good for me. So let's man, it's been a while since I've done these, so I don't even know. I'll start with it on 5. I think that's a good place to start. If I remember right, when I back when I quit doing these months and months ago, I was doing around 6 with it on 6. But I want to I want to control the weight a little better today, so I'll start with it on 5 and might stay there. Let's just try it and see. That was pretty high reps, but you know what? I think I'm gonna stay there. I think I'm gonna save that weight. Again, it's all about the stretch at this point and putting as much isolation on the chest as much as I can. Not no, not really going for power at this point. So I could definitely go heavier, but for what I'm trying to do right now, this is perfect. And it's gonna get harder as I do more sets, so it'll be fine. And again, I have this. I'm slightly, just slightly going down with this. Obviously, well, not that far down. You guys know what I'm saying. I have it raised up just slightly. That's just for personal preference because I need the most work on my lower chest. My upper chest and mid chest is pretty fucking good. So, just for me, I'm going at a slight downward angle again to hit my lower chest. You don't have to do that. This is typically at this point in my workout, I'm going straight out for my mid chest, but again, just for me personally, my lower chest needs a little more development and just meat, you know. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But felt good. We'll do another one. Oh boy, those last 2 or 3 partials that I did, that was really what made that set fucking awesome. I mean, yeah, all the reps are good, but those last 2 or 3 partials I did, whoo, it was nice. Sam Sulek might be onto something with that. But you know, again, I've emphasized that the stretch and just getting good controlled reps and really focusing on squeezing my chest are the main things right now. But if you watch this, to get that good stretch, again, I don't want to waste too much energy here because I have another set, but to get that good stretch, first of all, you want to put a slight bend in your arm. Don't be straight armed like this. Slightly bend your arm, come forward, and then as you're going on the eccentric, drive your elbows back. Your elbows back, almost like you're pinching your shoulder blades together as far as you can. Now look at this. See, when I move my hands, there's no added stretch on my pecs when I do that. And some people can make that mistake. They think, they start going back and they kind of let their arms straighten out. That's not really adding any stretch on your pec. It's adding stretch on your bicep, which is not what you want. It's actually kind of dangerous in that position. So drive your elbows back as much as you can. That's what gets that maximum stretch on your chest. And that's where you're going to see some good growth. But anyways, let's do one more. Might even do 2 more. I don't know. It feels pretty good. All right, you know what? That was actually really freaking good. I'm going to call it there. 3 sets is good. More than enough, actually. My chest is on fire. So we're going to call that good. Let's do some, I'm going to lower these now. And I'll be coming up to my upper chest. We'll do about 3 sets there, too. Dude, I just had an intense session. Almost like a wrestling match. Trying to get that shirt off. I've only wore it 3 times in here. And then maybe time to already kind of, I call it retiring that shirt. It's almost done, dude. Again, 3 times is all I've wore it. I'll take it, though. That means I'm getting some size. That's fucking what I want. All right, let's try to get this first set going. Even though I'm, again, kind of wore out from wrestling with that shirt. Okay, it's been so long since I've done this. I was a little rusty, but I think I needed to step up more than what I did on like the first half of that set. So that way, when I'm going back to get the stretch, it's a little more natural. I mean, the more you're standing even with the cables, like you're not gonna, it can only go back so far. And it's just, at that point, it's almost like you're forcing it. You know what I mean? So if I step up more, the cables are naturally kind of pulling more that way against me. So it makes it easier to get that stretch. But also, I think, again, the point here is to kind of go a little lighter, just focus on the stretch and good reps. But I think that's a little too light. I mean, I was over 20 reps, which is surprising. So I'll add a couple of these little plates on here. We'll try that. That was a little better. I sped the rest period up, brought it down a little under 2 minutes probably. And honestly, and again, you guys see me increase the weight. It was honestly still a little too easy. I think I did 17 or 18. But if I only rest like another minute, do this last one, it'll make it quite a bit tougher. It'll probably bring me down around 15. So let's just stay at this weight. And we'll do one more. All right, let's move on. Probably machine dips for lower chest. And that might be it for today. All right, like I said, we're gonna do some machine chest dips here. And that'll probably be it, guys. Honestly, I've always been more of a body weight chest dip kind of guy. Especially back in the day when, I had my ego lifting going and I'd add some 45s or something to me. I mean, now, even when I do body weight, I'll always wait to the very end of my chest exercise or chest routine. That way I don't really have to add weight and I'll just go super slow, stay in that stretch position and make it tougher, so I don't have to add weight. But here lately, I've been feeling the machine more lately. And I think that can go for pretty much everything. I think a lot of times things can come and go in waves or in cycles. For a while, you might think that a dumbbell fly might feel better. And, it could last a couple months or even, 6 months or longer. And then all of a sudden, over the course of, some weeks, you just start. And I don't even think that it stops working. It's just that your body adapts. So then that way you kind of have to go to something else, to make up for it. And then you go to something else and you're like, wow, this feels really good. Why'd I quit doing it? And it's not even the fact that it's better than a dumbbell fly, but it's just maybe, you switch it to something different, and that way your body is responding to it. And I think that's kind of me with the body weight chest dips. Now I'm doing the machine, and this machine doesn't go nearly heavy enough. Even when I wait at the very end, like I am now, I'll go super slow and stay in that stretch position for each rep for a second or two. And you guys, we'll see here in a second. I'll probably get 15 to 20 reps still. So uh, it's pretty light for me, but it's just been feeling really good. So, while it's feeling good, I'm gonna do it as much as I can. Come on now, guys. If you don't feel that, there's something wrong with you. Dude, you guys probably can't see. That literally gave me goosebumps. I fucking love that shit. Fucking love it. Good set, man. Let's do two more. And let's be honest here. Since this is the last thing, probably do a good drop set here to finish. Shit. One more. All right. Let's do a drop set. If I can fucking survive. Holy shit. I don't even know where to put my arms right now. I feel like fucking Ricky Bobby off Talladega Nights. I'm just hurting everywhere. I'll say that's a success then. The drop set did what it was supposed to. You ever just do a set, or maybe a drop set like this, and you're feeling so many sensations, and it's just burning, that you're almost just like squirming. That's kind of what I feel right now. Whew. I was considering going around back and doing some deficit push-ups, just one set. I really like to finish chest with that, get a ton of reps. Usually at this point in my workout, if I go pretty slow like I do on this, I'll get 30 to 40 reps on a deficit push-up. But I think this works so good today, I don't think I'm going to. We'll probably call it there. I'll kind of collect myself here for a couple minutes, and we'll go pose somewhere. I might try a different spot today in my posing, just because, see some different lighting, see what's going on, All right, you guys will be proud of me because I got done and I did start talking to a couple of my buddies in here. So it's probably been longer than 2 minutes. It's been like more like 5 or 6 minutes. When I got done talking, I had the fucking itch to go around back and do a set of deficit push-ups, even though I said I wasn't going to. But I stopped myself. Sometimes you got to say no, you know what I mean? There is such thing as doing too much, overtraining. You guys know. It's a very common term now. Overtraining is a real thing. And I don't think that set of deficit push-ups would have, broke me in a sense. But I don't know. I just feel like for today, I've done enough, Deficit push-ups weren't really required. And I do them a lot, so it's not going to hurt me to miss one day of not doing them. You know what I mean? It's not. But I got a little different. Oh, there we go. 20% battery. I got my camera set up in a different spot. I don't know how much different the lighting's going to be. It might not be any different at all. But let's do some posing real quick, and we'll see what happens. All right. What do you guys think? I am feeling pretty fucking bulky right now. Feeling pretty large and in charge, if I do say so. But I've only got, actually, I kind of fucked up. I said in one of my videos a while back, I had 3 weeks until a cut. My math is a little off. I actually have 4, which actually is better for me. I feel like I could go a little longer than just 3 weeks on a bulk. I honestly, like, ideally, in a perfect world, I would like to go even longer than another 4 weeks. I would. It's just hard for me to bulk, man. It's very hard. I don't like losing, and it's not even that I've lost a lot of definition, a lot of striations. I mean, I don't lose them. You guys know though. I just don't see them as much. It's not even that bad, but I just love being lean. So bulking is hard. So I feel like after this show, I'm gonna try to bulk for as long as I can. I mean, you're talking. I'd like to do it for 6, 7, 8 months, which would be by far the longest I've ever done one. Just really see what I can, what I can pack on, how big I can get. But this chest workout felt fucking great, dude. The no dumbbells, it kind of was eating at me at first, but I think my elbows are thanking me right now. So, you know, fucking good chest workout. Let's call it a day, man. I'm ready to get out of here. And guess what? Get my protein shake in. So let's be back tomorrow for I'm too close for back and biceps. Yeah, I'm ready to get out of here.